The Journey and the Dream, take one, soft sticks.
My name is Brittney Michelle. I am a writer, producer, filmmaker, and this is my journey and my dream. I have been writing since I was born. No, but my mom recently gave me like this folder of all these short stories that I did when I was like 7, 8 years old, all kind of different topics. And I would like do a cover page and write the story, illustrate on the back. I was really like super into it. As I got older, I really started leaning into it more and studying it more. I wrote my first longer short story. It was still a short story, but when I was in high school, and that's when I was like, oh, I'm gonna write a book one day. It wasn't like I thought it was gonna be my career. I just always would say, I'm gonna write a book, and that book is gonna be turned into a movie. So I just started. I wrote a self-help book called Epiphanies Within, When Mediocre Living is No Longer Enough. That was just like my journey up until that point. So I was 25. And then the fruition of that was when I wrote my first novel. It was called When Hearts Collide. Extremely well received. I remember selling out like all the physical copies I had in like the first 2 days. And I was like, okay, like we're on to something here. And when I released it, I actually did a trailer for the book. So I had actors, I had a cinematographer come out, and I shot a trailer for like you would for a movie, but I did it for a book. And I think that's what really put people in the mind frame of like, okay, I need to see this as a movie, or where's part 2? And so that just like, the light was already lit, but that just like turned it all the way on. I was like, okay, I am doing this. So I moved to Atlanta in 2016 to pursue screenwriting. I'm like, okay, I have this book. I'm ready, I'm about to turn it into a movie. And I quickly learned there's a lot more that goes into it from that. So I had to rewind and really like take it slow and start. So I have studied this craft, I've taken classes, I've shadowed different producers and worked on different projects. I wrote my first Write for Hire project, which was a short film script. That was interesting because it was the first time that I was taking somebody else's vision and their direction and really putting my spin on it. That ended up in the hands of a director of production over at a company called Urban Content Studios. And I ended up getting a contract position to write as a freelancer. Interviews and articles and just kind of creative writing. Did that for a couple years, and then now I accepted a position as executive director of production almost 2 years ago. So I've been doing that ever since. I got to produce and direct a mini docuseries with Usher, his nonprofit. We worked with Judge Hatchett, we worked with Usher's mother, we worked with a lot of different people that were just a part of building his career. And so that was really exciting. I did that. We worked on some different production projects for Big Sean. So all of these different projects just come together to just kind of add to my skill set and have really led me to the point where I'm like, okay, it's time to do my project, do my stories, like I'm ready. Wrote my first short film back in 2017, and that was a great experience, a great learning experience, just seeing how set works, how you cast, just everything from production to writing to directing, everything. I was able to really see the full scope. I went on and I wrote another short film called Chasing Paradise. That one was very near and dear to my heart. I am on set of the promo shoot for my very first short film, and I'm trying to soak it all in and not miss the moment because I'm in work mode, but I'm so excited. I'm just so grateful for the crew, for the cast. Like, I could not have imagined anything better than this. Like, Ephesians 3:20, exceedingly and abundantly above what you can ask or think, is just what I'm witnessing right now. It was one that I submitted to different competitions and like got feedback from directors and producers that I'd seen on TV or seen their work on TV. I believed in myself on my own, but it's something about hearing people that you respect compliment your work that really like had me really excited to keep going. So we are at Toccoa Falls for our last shot of the day. We are shooting at a waterfall. It's gonna be a really dope shot. It's gonna be the money shot. This is the amazing Mac Wells.
Yo, what up, dog?
AKA Coach D.
That's right.
AKA the Bruhs.
AKA Sci-Fi.
And then COVID hit. And so I was so excited to get ready to shoot this. COVID hit, everything got shut down. And I wasn't sure what was gonna happen. And, we were kind of in a waiting game there. All of the actors had, some people moved, some people went to different, went on to do different projects. And so I took that time during COVID to just study. I got into another screenwriting class and I rewrote that script, and it's, to me, 10 times better, and it was already really good, and it's even better now just because I took that time. So that really showed me how this is just a marathon. It's not something that just happens overnight. I am a lover of Black film, Black TV, just film and entertainment, period. And I feel like we need more of our stories. Like, we have so many, and I stand on the shoulders of all the people that came before me. I just want to build on the legacy that they've already started. I love to collaborate. Issa Rae and Amy Aniobi talk about how you have to network across. And so that's what I'm doing. I want to work with all of my friends and peers and people that are grinding just like me, so that we can lift as we climb, and as one of us rises, the rest of us rise. And that's what I really liked about like that 90s and 2000s era. Like, you have Spike Lee and then Malcolm D. Lee, like they're cousins, and they brought each other up, and they all recycled kind of the same cast. They were all pretty much fresh new faces at the time. Friendsgiving, I say, is a product of two of my favorite pieces of art. So I say it's like if the best man and living single had a millennial baby, you get Friendsgiving.
None of these people are real. They are.
It's giving big Harvard Stewart energy.
Right,
it's giving.
So I was just so inspired by those very two separate groups of friends and their story, and how the entire premise of that show and that movie really was like friendship.
So that's the first 25 pages.
You did that, Miss
West.
I'm ready for more. That is good.
I started writing Friendsgiving about 4 years ago. It was definitely the script that made a screenwriter out of me. Coming from a novelist background, I had a lot to learn when it comes to getting my ideas to fit in the 120 minutes, 120 pages that a script allows. So I have a deep connection to this story because I feel like it taught me how to be a screenwriter. I'd written a bunch of short films, which is still a little different because they're more abstract, they're a lot shorter, but me and Friendsgiving, we have been through it together, and those characters are my friends. In my mind, they're real people. And I just can't wait for everybody else to meet them.
Out of the first 25 pages, you can clearly see that there's going to be a lot of growth and drama with each and every character that's going on.
This story it's about friendship, it's about forgiveness, it's about reconciliation or not reconciling, depending on the relationship, and just kind of being able to decipher who's supposed to be in your life for a season versus for the long run. I think it's very lighthearted and funny, but it's also something that has a lot of deep lessons, and it's something that I hope will stick with people, that people will see themselves and see people that they've met in their life in those characters, and hopefully understand a little better why some people do the things that they do.
I think it's so good because you can see both sides in each character. You built it so that everybody is likable a little bit, but also everybody, you kind of second guess everybody too.
You have all these inner workings, and at the same time, they're a big friend group. So what are we going to see how this friend group progresses? Is time enough to just be friends, or when you have difficult love situations in the middle, difficult family situations in the middle, how are these friends going to navigate all these different, are they going to want to navigate all these different, obstacles that are coming up?
Also, it's interesting too, seeing the dynamics between men and women who are friends as well. And that the friends who are platonic, the friends who kind of like each other, the friends who are just, have this sibling kind of relationship too.
And I just hope that it's just something that you can watch with your friends, that you can have fun and play it back like we do all the other like holiday films. It's a Thanksgiving movie, so it can be, you know, that November, December watch, but also watch it all year long because that's what we do. So yeah, I really want to tell this story because I feel like it's real, and I feel like it tackles a lot of issues and a lot of lessons that we as millennials can appreciate, and seeing ourselves in these characters. And not only do I want people to see the film, but I want to give people an opportunity to be a part of the film. So all the talented actors and actresses, the cinematographer, the director, just so many people that will come together to make this a reality, and hopefully this will be like a life-changing moment for them. And it requires dollars to be able to do that. So with whoever's willing to help and contribute, you will be making my dream come true, but so many other people's dreams come true. Contributing your hard-earned money to this film isn't just about me. It's about so many people's lives that'll be changed by being able to be a part of this film. I just think it's something that's gonna launch and catapult so many careers, and I just am grateful to be leading the pack, and I just thank you for whoever is willing to donate anything towards this cause. Like, you're sowing a seed that is gonna grow, and we're just so grateful. Not only are we doing this crowdfunding campaign, we are doing merch, we are doing cold calling, grassroots. I gave up my apartment, moved in with my family, and put my house search on hold so that I can have all of my liquid cash ready to pour into this film. Like, I'm exhausting everything to get this done because I believe in it that much.